You are watching the Grizzly Digital Network. It's time for Grizzlies Live. Now let's go live to the voice of the Grizzlies, Matt Mahoney.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to Grizzlies Live here at Newk Eatery. It's been a while since we've been back in a restaurant, and we're going to lead things off with Coach Klara Dohnalova. Coach, how we doing?
Outstanding. I'm on time, and I brought my bow.
You brought your bow?
For the show.
For the show. I appreciate that. That looks good, too.
Yeah, this
is that the team issue?
Dawn Phones original, so if Dawn still tunes in, she made these for me, and I have matching ones for Elizabeth, but I can share. Macy can have one, too.
All right, we'll get one for Macy. Plain and simple, Coach. Are we ready?
Yeah.
2 days away.
We're ready.
Countdown is it's as small as it's going to be on this show, and we play ball in 2 days. Are we ready?
The only girl that'll get in our way is Mother Nature.
Okay. What's the forecast look like? Are we going to be okay?
Sunny.
By the way,
and
like
60.
8 games this weekend, too, at the GGC softball complex.
Yeah, we didn't start small, so I figured we were going to rip the Band-Aid off. We're going to let that go. But yeah, we're looking forward to it. We play 6, and then we'll have Bruton Parker and Rio take on each other twice.
Yeah, we'll get to those matchups here in just a minute. But for now, the last time you were on the show, you talked about your team's ability to learn is what you were most impressed with, and that's what they had to accomplish before Friday.
Yeah.
What have they learned, and what do you know about your team?
Certainly our defensive dynamic is really, it looks strong right now. So we have tried to really throw every opportunity for them to say, bases loaded, 2 outs, can I get the out? Runner on first, hit and run is called by the offensive coach. Can we make a double play? And so you've seen players move positions that we have not seen in the past that are returners. And I think you'll be excited to see some of the new athletes, too, that should bring some firepower to it.
We will see plenty of firepower and potential defensive double plays this weekend. We start with a doubleheader against USC Buford on Friday, and then Saturday and Sundays that tri-match number where you play one, off one, play one, whatever the case may be, just all-day softball at the GGC softball complex. First of all, talk about what's the philosophy of why schedule an event like this, or maybe why and how you do something like this.
It's really important for the girls to get comfortable playing tough teams early in the season because we're not a tough team yet. You know, we're still new. We're still learning things about ourselves. Buford has 2 games under their belt. Rio's starting their season with us. And Bruton Parker has already got 2 games under their belt. So everyone's starting to learn their identity as a 2017 team. So playing this many games, if we're fortunate, if we do our jobs well, we're going to see that in May. And
it doesn't help when we're learning about our teams, learning about our players, and other teams have played well. In our first game, we've got that number 13 ranking tag to our back too as well. What's going to be that first impression the fans have watching the games this weekend of your team?
Yeah, I think this is a fun team. You know, I've used the word energy a ton a couple years ago, and they were always energetic. They were always into it. You might not hear as much out of this dugout because they are not a loud group of athletes. They're not. But they have fun with what they're doing. So someone will make that ESPN play, and they get excited for her, but it doesn't mean they were rah-rah in her face beforehand. We will miss Alicia
Because
Fields.
I was going to say, you're missing Alicia Fields, Hathcote, Thompson.
Yeah.
You're missing some cheerleaders in that dugout.
Yes, and so we don't have any yellers, and you know what? That's okay. We're going to learn about ourselves. We're going to understand how we operate best against another team. But I'm telling you, they are fun to watch. They like to make plays.
Well, we're looking forward to it. We'll be there all weekend long on the Grizzly Digital Network. What's the toughest decision you've got to make between now and that first pitch on Friday, potentially with that starting lineup?
The starters have earned their positions at this point, and if there's questions on the non-starter side, they need to understand what they haven't done at this point. We've charted everything. We can give them the feedback. It's really going to be the order of the pitching rotation. We have 4 excellent pitchers, 4 girls who really can command the zone, and they're going to make it hard for us every game to say, here, you get the ball to start. And if something's not going their way, who do we bring in relief?
Yeah, absolutely. We have plenty of innings to figure that out this weekend, too.
Yes, we will get some
as well. Speaking of the bow, is that a preview of this weekend? We don't want to spoil too many surprises, but
this bow would clash. Let's just put it that way.
It would.
It would not be bows to our toe.
We've got some interesting uniform combinations.
We do. The girls are dubbing them the pickles, but I think they're going to be outstanding looking, despite what they want to nickname.
Who gets to pick the uniform? Does it come from coach's desk?
I'm going to do it the first weekend because I want to see what we look like in them, but I'm going to let go. I understand that they want to have some It's a uniform. Play hard.
Eventually you'll see this bow and the Grizzlies in action this weekend. It all gets started at 2 o'clock on Friday down at the GGC softball complex. Grizzlies taking on USC Buford. Don't want to miss it, and we'll have that coverage for you starting about 1:45 right here on the Grizzly Digital Network. Coach, thank you so much for dropping by. Greatly appreciate it.
Look forward to it.
We're going to take a break. We'll come back and have senior GGC women's tennis player Klara Dohnalova right here on Grizzlies Live at Newk Eatery on the Grizzly Digital Network.
Hi, I'm Dr. Darren Wilson, Director of Athletics at Georgia Gwinnett College. While you're watching today's broadcast, I wanted to highlight the academic accomplishments of our players who stand out in the classroom. Academic success is a vital part of the experience at GGC, and for our students who earn a 3.0 or higher semester GPA, they have their name added to the AD's honor roll. With team GPAs as high as 3.7, we've had excellent performance to date and over 50 athletes per semester earning AD honor roll distinction. So while you're enjoying the athletic feats of our players today, know that your Grizzlies are doing us proud in the classroom as well.
For further details about Grizzly Athletics performance, head over to grizzlyathletics.com.
It's time to gear up, Grizzly fans. Right now, you can find all the latest Grizzly gear to support your team by visiting the Georgia Gwinnett College official bookstore inside the Student Center. Or simply shop online anytime, anywhere by visiting ggc.bncollege.com. From hats and t-shirts to jackets and one-of-a-kind collectibles, you can find it all with the official GGC bookstore. Plus, on game day, be sure to swing by the merchandise table at the stadium. So pick up your favorite item today and show your Grizzly spirit. Go Grizzlies!
To see more about the Grizzly Athletics Complex, go to grizzlyathletics.com.
Hi Grizzly fans, this is Ned Colgrove, Assistant Athletics Director for External Operations. Right now is the time for you to join us inside the Grizzly Club. Your tax-deductible contributions will go towards scholarship opportunities, travel expenses, championships, and student-athlete development. Plus, you'll have exclusive offers for game tickets and inside events. Your support truly makes the difference as we develop lifelong leaders of character through academic and athletic excellence. Join the Grizzly Club today. Go Grizzlies!
Thank you for calling the NAIA Eligibility Center.
For additional information about GGC compliance and the NAIA, type in grizzlyathletics.com. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Grizzlies Live at Newk City. We're joined now by senior GGC women's tennis player, Klara Dohnalova. Klara, how are you?
Pretty good, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Big news coming out of the conference level earlier this week. You were named the inaugural AII Women's Tennis Player of the Week.
Yeah.
Where were you when you heard it? What was your reaction? Yeah, absolutely. Round of applause.
Thank you. I was actually at home. I was just logging into Facebook and I saw that Grizzly Athletics shared it. And right after it, I think it was a couple minutes after, Chase sent it to the group message. So yeah.
What was your reaction? Surprised, shocked, happy?
It was a really nice surprise actually.
Did you like share the link? Did you like repost it?
I liked it and shared it.
And then what was the best comment you got on your Facebook page?
I don't know actually.
I'm sure it wasn't in English either.
No, it wasn't. It's long.
But greatly appreciate you being here on the show. Congratulations too as well. This season's off just to a good start for you guys. Not one, but two 9-0 sweeps on the season already. I know what the expectations are, but does it ever surprise you how well and your teammates played to start the season?
Yeah, actually, I mean, this season team, it's really like we really came together good. It's pretty fun. Like each person have different personalities, so it's pretty fun to play together and like motivate each other. And the freshmen playing pretty well.
Yeah, we'll talk about the freshmen in a minute, but for now, at the time it wasn't a whole lot of fun. The day after it was more fun, and even that night it was fun too as well.
Yeah.
But take me back to May in Mobile at the national championship. And the reason I want to bring this story up is because everybody knows we were down 2-1 in doubles.
Yeah.
And then we played some singles. Kiara got a big point.
Yeah.
But what maybe got blown over just a little bit is we were only on 2 courts in singles play, and we were down 4-3, which means we have to win both these courts in order to win a national championship. And you picked us up the 4th point that tied it at 4-4, and then we all see the stories and the videos of Alona's national championship celebration. But you were on that court for a long, long time to battle back and get us that important 4th point. What do you remember about that singles match up that day versus Lindsey Wilson?
I remember, I know that I lost the first set, and after that I was really down. I was in a pain. I think I had the back problems. But after that, I just kind of stayed in the zone. I tried to just work every single point and don't really look around what's going on or if we are down or up. I tried to focus on my match, don't look if Aljana is winning or if she's losing or what's going on. And I remember it's pretty hot that day. And
Pretty hot is an understatement, but keep going.
it was humid, and I was trying like don't spend energy on anything else than just playing my points. Like I didn't really scream come on or anything. I remember even after the match point I just like made a fist and I smiled. It was all what I did.
Do you remember how hot it was?
No.
I'll put it to you this way. Our equipment was overheating. Like phones were shutting down.
Oh, yeah, I
it was
remember.
so hot down there on that court. It said 94, but it was well over 100
crazy.
degrees. So it was just an absolute remarkable comeback, not only for the season, but for that match as well. And you guys are just carried that momentum right into this season because it helps that you're one of 5 seniors on this program. So does that help a little bit lead this younger group that has 5 freshmen on the team as well?
Yeah, I mean it helps because like the freshmen, they're new, everything is new for them, the school, how to work out, how to go on the practices and what to do. So it's really, I think, for them helpful to see that like they can manage their time, they can, I mean, everything.
Everything is working out really well for you guys right now, in all honesty, but is the biggest test coming up this weekend? 3 matches in 2 days?
Yeah, I know that Chase said it 100 times already. It's gonna be our fitness test, kind of, if where we are at. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it because those are 3 tough matches during 2 days. It's gonna be kind of like the test to see where we're at.
A little bit cooler temperatures too as well?
I think it's supposed to be warm, no?
Is it going to be warm?
I think so.
Okay, let's back up here. What's your definition of warm?
Warm?
Of warm.
Okay, I have it in degrees, so it's like 20. So
That's Celsius?
Yes.
So it's like 60 or so? So that's
Yeah,
warm. Okay,
like
all right, I can handle that. I can handle that.
yeah, like high 60s.
Okay, so if it's above 50, you think it's warm? Above 60?
Yeah, you know, I'm from Europe there. We
Yes.
have a winter, so
That's what I'm
it's
saying.
not-
Like,
yeah.
I hate cold weather, so anything less than about 70, I call it
Yeah.
cold. All right, fair enough. Is there a preference for tennis? Like, would you rather play in the hot or the
yeah,
cold?
rather than hot than
Okay.
cold. Because then I'm all like tied up and
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Well, Klara, it's great to have you on the show. You're
Thank
always
you.
welcome, as always. Looking forward to seeing the results from this weekend,
you.
too. And fans, get on our website, grizzlyathletics.com. We'll have updates on Twitter throughout the weekend, too, as well. And so not a reason to be updated throughout the course of this weekend. 3 matches in 2 days. It's going to be remarkable.
crazy.
You want some shout-outs?
Yeah.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Chtěla bych pozdravit své rodiče, svého bráchu, babičku do Třince a dědu do Třince a babičku do Prostějova. And then everyone who is watching and all the fans.
I love it. I love it. Klara, thank you so much for dropping
Thank
by.
you.
We'll take a break. We'll come back and with senior Jordan Cox here from GGC Men's Tennis right here on Grizzlies Live at Newk Eatery on the Grizzly Digital Network.
Hello, I'm James Williams, head athletic trainer for the Georgia Gwinnett Grizzlies. Thanks to our friends at Gwinnett Medical Center, your Grizzlies receive first-class, quality health care right here in Gwinnett County. With daily hands-on recovery and state-of-the-art training facilities, the Grizzlies spend more time on the field than they do on the bench. So get in the game, Grizzlies, with Gwinnett Medical Center in Duluth and in Lawrenceville.
To watch more videos from the Grizzly Digital Network, head over to grizzlyathletics.com.
Hi Grizzly fans, this is Ned Colgrove, Assistant Athletics Director for External Operations. If you're looking to align your business with our Championship Athletics program, take a look at our excellent corporate sponsorship packages. From signage around our beautiful facility to in-game and digital placement, your tax-deductible support of our program will help offer a championship experience for every student athlete. Plus, connect your brand to our growing fan base. You can find out more by checking out the corporate sponsorship brochure on grizzlyathletics.com or calling me directly at 678-407-5241. Go Grizzlies!
Check out Grizzly Athletics Performance on Twitter at @GGC_strengthATC.
Hello, I'm Dr. Darren Wilson, Director of Athletics at Georgia Gwinnett College. Here at Grizzly Athletics, we pride ourselves in our 5 core values: service, leadership, sportsmanship, responsibility, and the pursuit of excellence. Our mission is to develop lifelong leaders of character through academic and athletic excellence. We hope you're enjoying today's broadcast, and we thank you for your support of our program. Go Grizzlies!
The Georgia Gwinnett Grizzlies compete in the heart of Gwinnett County in Metro Atlanta. The Grizzlies currently field 6 teams and compete at the state-of-the-art Grizzly Athletics Complex. Georgia Gwinnett College is transforming higher education. As you plan your next trip to see the Grizzlies, log on to grizzlyathletics.com and select the Visitor's Guide. From driving directions to local points of interest and a listing of our proud sponsors, log on to grizzlyathletics.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Darren Wilson, Director of Athletics at Georgia Gwinnett College. While you're watching today's broadcast, I wanted to highlight the academic accomplishments of our players who stand out in the classroom. Academic success is a vital part of the experience at GGC, and for our students who earn a 3.0 or higher semester GPA, they have their name added to the AD's honor roll. With team GPAs as high as 3.7, we've had excellent performance to date and over 50 athletes per semester earning AD honor roll distinction. So while you're enjoying the athletic feats of our players today, know that your Grizzlies are doing us proud in the classroom.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Grizzlies Live at Newk City. We're joined now by senior on the GGC men's tennis team, the one and only Jordan Cox.
How you doing?
Jordan, how are we doing?
Very, very good. Glad to be on the show.
That's 2 varies. That's pretty good.
It's very, very good.
What's a typical Wednesday like for you? Are we skipping class right now?
Oh, no. This semester I'm quite fortunate. I don't have class on Wednesday or Friday. So a typical Wednesday this semester for me is, I'll try and get into the gym in the morning, get a little practice in at 1 with the team, and then try and get caught up on schoolwork or get ahead on schoolwork.
No class on Wednesday, huh?
No class on Wednesday.
So if I'm looking for a co-host on Grizzlies Live, you're going to apply for that?
I'm your guy.
Okay.
Right now, this season, I can do it.
All right, I like it because it's your senior season.
I know.
You're off to a good start this year, 6-0 individual record. Has it sank in yet? Like with every match that goes by, like wow, this is it?
Somewhat.
Sure.
I've been here 3-4 years now, and I've enjoyed every season, but this season really hasn't sunk in that it's my last one. I think when we get into April, May, heading to Mobile, knowing that those are going to be my last matches that I'll ever play for GGC, it'll really hit me then. Right now I'm just enjoying the ride and having fun every day.
Let's talk about the ride because Chase and I have talked about it, and it's pretty identifiable. This is a very different team. We recognize you and Connor and Kevin, but the complexity and the chemistry of this team is much different than what it's been in the past. Have you noticed an adjustment, and how have you dealt with it?
Yeah, a little bit. I've enjoyed every team we've had these past 3 or 4 seasons, the teams I've been a part of. And this season is no different. We got a lot of good guys, a lot of good players and nice guys. And I think the only difference is we have a little bit of diversity on the team. I'm hearing like 7, 8 different languages spoken at one time. So that's kind of cool in that aspect.
You bring up an interesting dynamic. When you're facing an opponent that English isn't their native language, do you know like when they're upset based on the words that come out of their mouth in a different language?
Probably not by the words.
Okay.
Just the emotion.
So you're more of you can judge their body language.
Yeah, I speak English and only English. nothing else.
I figured Matthias would have taught you something over the years.
I hear these things, but no, I'm not picking up too much.
You never really know if they're upset at themselves or upset at you or the official or.
Yeah, a little bit. On court, yeah, I can tell, but I don't know exactly what they're saying. That's too hard.
Fair enough. Well, we've got a little staple here on Grizzlies Live. We give you the speed round treatment, so I'm going to throw a question or a comment out there, and you just give me the first thing that comes to mind.
All right.
Can you handle this?
I think so.
You're a smart guy, right? Okay, all right, you ready? Favorite pregame meal?
Day of, I like peanut butter bagel or peanut butter sandwich. Night before, it'll be pasta with chicken or carb and protein, something like that.
All right. Favorite on-court slogan from the one and only Chase Hodges? What's the one he gives you all the time?
Probably my favorite is let's get it done.
Plain and simple, get it done.
Plain and simple.
Every day.
Straight to the point.
All right. Which one of the national championship rings that you own is your favorite?
Oh, that's a tough question. Come on. I like them all.
It's the speed round.
All right. My favorite is going to be this upcoming 2017 one that we're about to get.
Ooh, good answer. Good answer. I like it. Funniest Grizzly?
Fortunately, we have a lot of funny guys on the team. Everybody has a good sense of humor. The one guy that makes me laugh, every now and then, in the gym especially, is Grigor.
Okay.
He's not the tallest guy. He's kind of short, but he kind of walks around like he owns the place, kind of puffs out his chest a little bit, trying to own the gym like his countryman Arnold. But that to me is quite funny. Keeps it light.
All right. Who is maybe not the highest GPA, but who's got the highest tennis IQ on the court?
Oh, it's going to be Gilad Berman.
Really?
Yeah, he knows his tennis facts. He knows from technical coaching, things about products and rackets. If you have any questions, go to him.
I'll be sure to do that. He's my next mentor on my tennis knowledge. I gotta reach another plateau. Match tied. Not that you've ever been in this situation before. Team match tied at 4-4. It comes down to 1 point in one court. Who do you want out there for the Grizzlies?
Like you said, we don't have those matches very often. No 4-4 ties, but. I gotta say, any one of my guys.
Nope, that's not how this is gonna work.
I have full faith in all of them if it came down to them. But if you want me to choose one, I would say Kevin, Connor, G. Who are other guys?
Saying all
Sergio,
of them and then listing
Grigor,
their name doesn't get you out of the way. But I guess I'll interpret that a little bit. You got confidence in everybody.
Everybody, yeah.
So if we've got four wins and 4 losses, whoever's out there, we got confidence.
We got confidence in them.
All right. Well, Jordan, greatly appreciate you being on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. And I'm serious. You got something going on down there on Collins Hill Road that I don't know about? Just swing by the show, man.
I'm gonna come by and I'm gonna sit right there next to you.
And you visited this establishment before.
I've been here.
You got lunch over there? What'd you have?
I haven't had lunch yet today.
What are you gonna order? What's your favorite?
I like a nice Italian sandwich.
Okay.
Sometimes I go healthy, get a little salad, soup action, but everything's good here at Newk's.
All right. Well, let me close out the show, then we'll work on some lunch.
I'm getting close to practice. I don't want it too heavy a stomach, but I appreciate that. I'll take you up on that next Wednesday.
All right. Sounds good. Jordan Cox. Shout outs before I let you go.
All right. I'll try and get through these quickly.
Go ahead.
In New Zealand, Chelsea, Dave, and the kids, Jules, John, Mike, Barbs. South Africa, I got Granny and Grandpa there, Elise, Brian, Nick, Alley. My family in Holland, family and friends in Holland, the Van Veens, the Podas, and my mom and dad watching, and maybe my brother is tuning in right now. I don't know, he works, so I'm not sure if he's watching, but hello and love to you also. Thanks for watching.
I had to make a tough decision on this show that I was going to go through your accomplishments here at GGC, but I was like, it's going to take us too long. The shout-outs almost took longer than all the awards,
I got to cover a lot of the world.
That was impressive. So hello to the Jordan Cox following out there.
If they're following and watching. Thanks a lot, Mahomes.
No problem. We'll take a break. We'll come back and put a nice little bow on this show. You're watching Grizzlies Live at Newk Eatery on the Grizzly Digital Network.
For further details about Grizzly Athletics performance, head over to grizzlyathletics.com.
It's time to gear up, Grizzly fans. Right now, you can find all the latest Grizzly gear to support your team by visiting the Georgia Gwinnett College official bookstore inside the Student Center. Or simply shop online anytime, anywhere by visiting ggc.bncollege.com. From hats and t-shirts to jackets and one-of-a-kind collectibles, you can find it all with the official GGC bookstore. Plus, on game day, be sure to swing by the merchandise table at the stadium. So pick up your favorite item today and show your Grizzly spirit. Go Grizzlies!
To see more about the Grizzly Athletics Complex, go to grizzlyathletics.com.
Hi Grizzly fans, this is Ned Colgrove, Assistant Athletics Director for External Operations. Right now is the time for you to join us inside the Grizzly Club. Your tax-deductible contributions will go towards scholarship opportunities, travel expenses, championships, and student-athlete development. Plus, you'll have exclusive offers for game tickets and inside events. Your support truly makes the difference as we develop lifelong leaders of character through academic and athletic excellence. Join the Grizzly Club today. Go Grizzlies!
Thank you for calling the NAIA Eligibility Center.
For additional information about GGC compliance and the NAIA, type in grizzlyathletics.com. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Grizzlies Live at Newk City, and we have found a friend of the program here. It's going to tackle our GGC trivia question. What's your name and where are you from?
My name is Tommy Ruth. I'm from Kennesaw, Georgia.
Very nice. Well, Tommy, thanks for being here. Greatly appreciate it. We've got one of these fantastic Grizzly prize packs here full of posters and T-shirts and everything to get you ready for this coming weekend. But in order to get it, you've got to tackle our trivia question. Do you think you can handle that?
Let's give it a shot.
All right. What brings you to Newk's here on this fine Wednesday, too, by the way?
Just a big fan of the program. Like to follow Grizzly Athletics and GDN.
A GDN fan. All right. Do you know much about GDC women's tennis?
A little bit. You know, I try to follow all the programs.
All right, so here's our trivia question. Earlier on the show, we had Klara Dohnalova on the show, and she is one of how many seniors with this GGC tennis program? And we give you multiple choice options there. A1, B3, C5, or D34. I don't know how many know about the tennis roster, but you can eliminate some of those.
You know, this was on Double Jeopardy last night. I'm going to go ahead and eliminate D because there's no way there's 34 seniors on a tennis team.
Correct.
All right. I'm thinking there's more than one, so I'm going to go with C5.
C5, and indeed that is the correct answer. Klara Dohnalova is one of 5 seniors on the GDC women's tennis program. That's off to a great 2-0 start. And Tommy, you're off to a great start too as well with our Grizzly prize pack. Congratulations. Before I let you go, can I get a Go Grizzlies?
Go Grizzlies.
It's pretty good right there. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Tommy Ruth, big fan of the show and supporter of Grizzly Athletics. Folks, I'm flying this segment solo. Normally, my good friend Taylor Ihlenburg is with me to promote the upcoming events with GGC. He is not here today. He's preparing for a big weekend coming on with GGC Athletics. And let's get right into it here with our tweet of the week. Fans, you guys flooded the GDN website this past week, I should say, watching tennis and baseball. And none other than Grizzly great Philip Bates tweeted in right after that big Brady Shop double that scored 3 runs to give the Grizzlies a lead. And we cannot encourage you guys enough. Get on Twitter, use the hashtag GGC Athletics. You could be our tweet of the week, especially during our broadcast as well. Interact with the show, interact with myself. We'll get you some shout outs and we'll start a conversation between the two of us there. And again, use that hashtag GGC Athletics all weekend long as you watch these sports right here. Huge weekend for Georgia Gwinnett on the athletic side. Baseball gets it started this afternoon at Albany State. That is today at 4 o'clock. Stay tuned to Twitter at GGC_baseball for updates. Jason Hendricks is on the bus headed south with the baseball team for that showdown this afternoon. And if you notice a recurring theme, baseball will also be in action on Friday at 2 o'clock. All 4 spring sports are playing Friday at 2 o'clock. So a very busy day for us at Grizzly Athletics. The Grizzly Digital Network will be at both baseball and softball all weekend long. So if there's a ball, there's a strike, there's a run scored, we will have you covered on the Grizzly Digital Network all weekend long, double dipping at baseball and softball. There will be updates from the tennis matches. We talked about them earlier. 3 tennis matches in 2 days, and we'll have updates for those of you on Twitter as well. That's at GGC_tennis. Huge weekend for Grizzly Athletics coming up. You guys stay tuned to our website, grizzlyathletics.com, for all the latest information. And I've got some more information for you too. Because of the schedule and so many broadcasts that we're going to do, Grizzlies Live is going to take some time off. There it is right there. We'll be back here at the restaurant in Lawrenceville on March 8th for the next show. So plan accordingly. A couple of Wednesdays over the month of February, we'll have live broadcasts on campus of either baseball, tennis, or softball. And so Newk kind of takes the back burner there to the show on March 8th. Big thanks to Greg and the staff here. They do a phenomenal job of hosting us. We're so glad that they give us the freedom to allow us to do live broadcast at home that we all know that you guys love so much. Taylor, we miss you, buddy. Hurry back. I'll see you on March 8th right here in Lawrenceville. How we doing? Soup. Kenny's hungry. Jacob, you good? Colin? Stephanie? Big thanks to our entire cast and crew from Lawrenceville, Georgia. I'm Matt Mahoney, signing off saying so long, everybody. We'll talk to you guys on Friday. This is the Grizzly Digital Network.
We would like to thank our corporate sponsors for making this broadcast possible, and you, the fans, for tuning in. For the latest information about GGC Athletics, log on to grizzlyathletics.com.